Dr. Abdul Wahab al-Masiri, may he rest in peace, was the author of the Encyclopedia of the Jews, Judaism, and Zionism. He stated that Israel is a colonization project similar to the Western colonization project that existed in South Africa, and that this project would erode, disintegrate, and ultimately come to an end, much like the project in South Africa, and Palestine would return to its inhabitants. Al-Masiri expressed this in several interviews conducted with him, and this statement, from the year 1999 onwards, was not endorsed by many people or seen as a plausible reality. However, the Jewish organization Neturei Karta, founded in 1935, is based on the belief that Jews must uphold their covenant with God, which has decreed their exile until the day is seen by them as an act against God and his covenant with the Jews. When Jewish migration to Israel began and the establishment of the state was announced on the ruins of Palestine, Neturei Karta opposed it, declaring that this meant the end of the Jews, that this state was Zionist, not Jewish, and that the Zionists had used the Jews as pawns to achieve their own goals and ambitions. This discourse was not widely listened to because it went against the situation that Israel was in at that time, at its strongest point of power and influence worldwide. However, the situation changed completely after the recent war in Gaza and Israel's defeat, or at least its inability to enter Gaza or impose its conditions on the resistance. Inside and outside Israel, voices supporting what Abdul Wahab al-Masiri mentioned years ago, or what Neturei Karta has been saying for decades, began to emerge. In a symposium organized by the Equality Center in Nazareth, Palestine, last September and supported by 3 Israeli intellectuals and jurists, Israeli lawyer Avigdor Feldman stated, "Israel is a closed, capitalist, materialistic society, living in denial, and illiteracy is gradually increasing in it. A society like this will fade away." Feldman is not surprised by what happened in the last Gaza war and explains, Israel has not won any war since 1967 because it lacks creativity and innovation, and it is seeing a new generation that is ignorant, superficial, and obsessed with the consumption of goods. This generation will be lost, and society will weaken, and perhaps there are those who will rejoice or wait for this. Dr. Ilan Sabin, a lecturer at the Faculty of Law at the University of Haifa, says, Israel is approaching an apartheid regime, similar to what Serbia and South Africa were in the past, pointing out that the United Nations has not yet classified Israel with this term thanks to the American veto. He argues that Israel has limited power and depends on others, and emphasizes that the only solution is the division of the country or a single state with an agreement. He also emphasizes that there cannot be a democratic system in Israel as long as it is an occupying state, and the principle of ethnic supremacy prevails. Renowned Israeli political commentator Gideon Levy states, the current situation will worsen even further due to the lack of anyone to stop it. Levy points out that Israel has systematically weakened control and balance mechanisms, and states that Israel is not a fascist state, but if a fascist leader emerges, there will be no one to stop him, as everyone will be paralyzed or will support him. Bouidia El Mustafa,